Hey, it's your boy Nizzle Man, 241 Staten America, Yapp City, and you now tuned in to Shaolin Entertainment. Giggity gang, gang, gang.
True magic, shit. From the bottom of the world, I made it happen. I remember I was snotty nose bastard. With no brothers, I was getting my ass kicked. But them scars turned nigga to a savage. You better get the duck dogs dashing. For the Tommy gun, flip it like gymnastics. No face, no case, closed casket.
Nizzle Man, we finally got locked and welcome to Shaolin Entertainment. How you
Yeah.
feeling, my guy?
Everything healthy, bro. It's a new year. Know what I mean? We locked in. Shaolin Entertainment. Nizzle Man. We here.
For those first time seeing you, let the people know where you from.
From Port Richmond, Port Ruger Richmond, Staten Island. Know what I mean? Now known as Staten America. 241 Port Ruger Richmond, Yapp City. Yeah. For all intents purposes, Shaolin. Know what I mean? That's where I'm from.
So Nizzle, tell me what your biggest lesson learned coming up in Shaolin was.
Yo, it's mad lessons out here, bro.
Drop some
Um,
gems.
I mean, the biggest lesson out here is, um, I would say like learning to be social. Cause like you in Staten Island, it's like you disconnected from the other boroughs and the trends and everything that's really going on out there. So you gotta stay focused and tap in across the other boroughs so you don't feel forgotten. So it's like growing up here, it was more like everything was family oriented. We call our friends by their last name that we played sports with. We still do it now. You know what I mean? And it's like when I went across the waters, I don't really hear people do that. Like people don't refer to their friends with their last name, and so it's just different.
Mm.
I mean,
So Staten Island is smaller, but it's a little bit closer.
I don't know if it's smaller, bro. Like I ain't look at no map. You know what I'm saying? Like Staten Island big. Like I
Yeah.
just think like I actually seen something last night like about why we didn't have like a subway that connected us. Like so like we are pretty big. We had our own subway line before like the city even had theirs running. So it's just like I feel like they designed Staten Island to be like, know what I mean, isolated a
An
little bit.
island.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say, why does everybody hate Staten Island? What's the hate come from?
I don't really think that people hate Staten Island. I think people hate a concept of Staten Island, and like Franny said, it's kind of like the ignorance of not knowing of what goes on out here to think that in every aspect from legal to illegal, like there's steppers, there's mansions, there's rich people, there's hustlers, there's everything. So I think like if you don't know, you're gonna automatically assume. Because most people that had something to say about Staten Island, I feel like once they came out here in any aspect, it was a different, you know what I mean? And like, yeah, like they don't hate us, man. They love us.
But from the outside looking in, they only got the idea of like the Wu-Tang on Hulu. So think of y'all like the new generation and shit. So like,
Yeah, but I feel like that Wu Tang show is lit. Like I feel like it actually brought even more like eyes to Staten Island and more people wanting to know. That was what they was doing back then, what they doing right now. Like you know what I'm saying? Because like personally, like when I'm off the island, people do ask me questions about the show sometimes, like and direct questions about ghosts, like
mm,
referring to the show. Even some things I don't even know the answers to. But it's like that show is educational as well, like to people even living on Staten Island. There's some things I didn't know about Wu Tang that I found out in the show and I confirmed that was real. That's kind of different. You know what I'm saying?
so I mean, speaking of Wu-Tang, you signed by one of the members, right?
Yeah, by
So
Ghostface Killah.
yeah, you signed by
Yeah,
Ghostface Killah to Yapp City, right?
yeah.
So how'd that come about? Tell the people
Um,
about that.
I think that like first I'm gonna say like I don't believe in luck. You know what I'm saying? So like, and I'm gonna say why. Like, I feel like I believe in being prepared. So you can't be prepared and lucky because if you're not prepared and you're unprepared, then are you lucky? So it's like I say that to say like I've just been working and working for a moment to be recognized and Wu-Tang in a whole and Ghostface Killah at himself is such a big name to like hip hop that anything I did off the island is always a reference to it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like
Okay.
I never really like sought to go to him. Like I wanted to be recognized by him, and that's what happened. So it's like I feel like the independence of being from Staten Island and knowing the politics of Staten Island, me just staying straight and putting on year after year, like I was brought to his attention. So like the first time I met Ghost was out. Shout out Water Team 2K. He put me on the Ashanti concert. It was like Ashanti Wu-Tang. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't have to do that, he did. And like they brought me to his trailer and he was just like, yo, you Nizzle. I heard about you. Then he's like, rap. He wanted me to rap right there. I mean, I did. Somebody else jumped in. I felt like I was getting jumped by them. But in my head, I'm like, yeah, I've been on the bus with him, man. You know what I mean? He actually had to rap. But they did, but I just kept going up. And like, not, like I ain't gonna say nothing came from it, but it wasn't like he called me the next day. It was just like, all right. And then like, shout out you know, the real I don't know if you know him. He's a stand-up dude. His story, like took a liking to me as well. So when the Yapp City movement became about, I feel like they thought of me to come, and then that's how it came about. Really, like the music that I played for them that's not out, they never heard nothing like it.
So what's your relationship with Ghostface like now?
And it's like what I've been telling the people. It's more like a professor student kind of relationship.
Mm-hmm.
One day I'll be there with you type situation, and he knows that, and it's just really a learning relationship with him because it's Ghost, and it's like I hear other people's views of what he's done and like where he's at and where the group is at and overall. So it's like I can only hope to be there, like with the number wise logistics and be continue to be like a product
All
of
right.
what they put out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
All
mean?
right.